Hey, this is Anthony LaPorta Jr. here from InHome Fitness and Health, and what we try to do is bring you the best of nutrition, exercise, gym equipment, mindset, everything you need to be healthy, happy, and successful. And we do it with a method called SWEAT. And SWEAT is about safe weight management, effective, applied training and techniques using all the tools available to you. What I'm going to talk to you today is about club training. Indian clubs, club bells, steel clubs, even maces are what we're going to touch on today. So I first got involved about 8 or 9 years ago with Indian clubs through Dr. Ed Thomas. And I actually had this pair of Indian clubs right here from Motion RX, and they came with Dr. Thomas's VHS, believe it or not. And that's what I started learning the basic moves on. And then that led me to doing more exploration. So I found out about club bells from Scott Sonnen, and a lot of the people that follow his circular strength training were great people on YouTube to follow. And then I found Rick Brown, who's thought of as the Mace Man, and I found Paul Taras Wolkowinski. Hopefully I'm saying that correct, Paul. And you know, again, there's a lot of great people to follow, and I'd like my YouTube channel to help people find who are the right people to follow, so that you're getting good information, good technique, you're learning how to do things the right way, safely, you know, being most important. Once I started playing around with these clubs, I actually won this club, which was very exciting, this pair, from a 2-day course that I went to with Dr. Ed Thomas, Brett Jones, and Phil Scarito. And it was a 2-day intensive course on Indian clubs in particular. You're looking at, this is a 14-ounce pair, 12-ounce. I also own a 1 and 2 pound pair. 3 and 5 pound pairs over here are mini clubs from Scott Sonnen. The rest are Indian clubs. And just to give you a quick demonstration, this is all of this club work is fantastic for wrist, elbow, shoulder mobility, correcting posture. You're developing strength through a full range of motion, as well as endurance, and as well as, you know, building up all your stabilizers. So this is not what you get in your typical strength training programs. With the Indian clubs, if we're not going to start doing the fancy stuff, we have basic movements. Pattern number 1. And what I learned at that seminar is that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So we're not worried about how fast we're going, we're worried about using the right wrist, elbow, and shoulder mechanics as we do the moves. That's movement number 1, and movement number 2. It's basically the opposite of movement number 1. Movement number 3, we're combining the first 2 moves. And we have to do those in both directions. Movement number 4 starts to give me a little bit more challenge, which is where I'm doing movement number 1 in an alternate opening fashion. Movement number 5, alternating movement number 2. This is actually one of my favorite moves. When I got that first VHS, I could not figure out movement number 6. So in that 2-day course, day 2, we really got down movement number 6. I hope I'm going to get it correct. And I do need to spend some more time with this movement pattern. This is a tough one to do indoors because of my ceilings, but tremendous shoulder work. And these are under a pound. And that's what we do with the Indian clubs for the most part. Like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3, and 5 pound. So if we start to get up into heavier clubs, and you'll see other people online have very fancy wood clubs. You can do more stuff with the wrist. You can get fancier movement patterns, which are great for your brain. They're great for agility. But really, if you focus on the first 3 moves, learn them well, learn them with one arm, you can really benefit from using these tools. So now we get to a heavier club, and I can still do these basic movements, but what I really like to do is start to do more of my club training. Start to do a one-arm mill, a reverse mill. Now we start talking about circular strength and power. If you play any sports, any rotation, any martial arts, boxing. And we can also do some more of your traditional type shoulder work. So a lot of fun stuff you can do. Let's move on and take a look at the club bell from Scott's Sauna.